Edge.
Here we are with Pitbull. Welcome to Australia. Great to have you here. What do you think of
appreciate
it?
it, man. I love Australia. I've been here before on tour with Akon. Now
Yep.
I'm out here with Enrique. And it's I love every city has great energy. And it's funny to see how every city has great energy, but different type of energies.
Yeah, you've noticed a difference between the
Yeah.
cities, have you?
Yeah, I've noticed the difference, but everybody's just as wild and crazy, just in different ways.
That's true. Look, we were the first radio station in Australia to play Pitbull. I'm going to claim that credit. You've got a
appreciate
lot
it. Thank
of
you so much.
fans that listen to our station that have, well, I wouldn't say grown up listening, but definitely for the last few years have been
Thank
just
you so
pumping your
much.
songs. So there you go. I just thought I had to throw that out there. Planet Pit is going crazy right now. What happened? Like you went from relatively unknown in the commercial market to everyone just sort of dancing to your songs. How did that all go down?
Well, as far as that, I mean, it's been a lot of years of hard work in the music business. But in '08, I won a big case in New York for the freedom of my music.
Uh-huh.
And in '09 was freedom, you know, and that's where you really felt the rush. And the first record that really did that, as far as globally, with nobody trying to stop it from growing, was "I Know You Want Me."
Yep, yeah, and which was the song that we started cranking was huge.
Yeah.
What does Mr. Worldwide mean?
Mr. Worldwide is exactly what exactly what you're saying. Is exactly
Everywhere
what
in
it
the
means.
world.
All around the world, you know, the records are big, the markets are great, and it just goes to show you that no matter where you're from, what your culture is, or what language we speak, we all speak music, you know?
Yep, very well said. Your album, Planet Pit, you've likened it to paella, which is a dish. I hope you haven't.
Paella.
I can't even say it correctly.
No, that's cool, it's cool. Yeah, because the double L, it becomes a Y.
Really, a double L becomes a Y. So,
Yeah.
so I say paella, you
Paella,
say...
no, paella.
Okay, you've likened your album to that. What do you mean by that? Because that's a dish with seafood and rice and everything in it, right?
It's got it's a dish that has a little bit of everything in it. And the thing is with that, you know, coming from Miami and it being a melting pot that you learn from so many different cultures.
Yeah.
That's where your dish comes into play. So I throw a little bit of music from everywhere I go, and I learn. And I say, well, why don't we use this little piece here? Why don't we use that piece here? Hey, this hook would be great there. It's a big puzzle, you know, that I put together. And as far as Planet Pit, that's exactly what it is. It's you listen to every record and you can see, okay, well, this got the house feel to it. You can see where this came from. He slowed it down right here. This one's got more of an Afro, you know, maybe Cuban feel to it. One way or another, it's been, I would say, I'm looking for the word, but influenced by so many different cultures.
Right. Hence why paella. What would you say is the sound at the moment? I mean, tracks like Give Me Everything. I mean, just huge, right? That would be our biggest song for the year, I would say. And it's a different sound, isn't it? Because it's kind of dance, kind of urban, all in one. And a lot of people are doing that now.
Yeah, the dance, we kind of jumped on that on like around 2005 where Bob Sinclair had World Hold On.
Yeah.
I heard it in Dominican Republic and I seen women that don't speak English singing along to it.
Yeah.
I said, oh, this is
That'll
gonna be
work.
something big.
Yeah.
Jumped on the remix there, and then since then I've been kind of just, you know, experimenting with different ones, whether it's Calabria, whether it's 75 Street Brazil, which is how we did I Know You Want Me.
Yeah.
And with Give Me Everything, what it does is it's got the house feel to it.
Absolutely.
Okay,
Yeah.
and it goes into a good breakdown, but it's not that tough. It can live at radio.
And that's how you get a hit, isn't it? Yeah. And that seems to be the sound at the
It
moment.
could definitely live at radio, and it's not, you know, you got the Dutch sound, and you have, I mean, there's all type of sounds.
It's paella, again.
Paella.
I'm never going to get that right, you know. I'm talking of Miami, where you're from. Every girl that I see in a film clip or a movie from Miami is smoking hot. Are they all that hot?
Yeah, there's a lot of beautiful women in Miami, and it's not even beautiful. They're just exotic.
Right. Yeah.
There's so many different mixes going on down there, and just, man, what comes out of that is amazing.
And have you found that in Australia? Because we're multicultural. We've got to be.
Yeah.
What do you
No,
think?
but
of the women
Australian,
here?
there's a lot of beautiful Australian women, and they look like they're a lot of fun.
And they are.
It looks like they know how to have fun.
Have you had a chance to find out?
You know, I've had some interesting situations.
That's a good way of explaining
Yeah,
Australian
yeah,
girls,
definitely,
I think. And you are touring around, like you said, with Enrique.
Enrique.
See, again, I can't do that properly.
Yeah.
What's he like to tour with? Because he seems like a really cool guy. Is there much that goes on? Is there parties and stuff, or you're all being really relaxed?
No, Enrique's a real cool guy. I'm more of the you know, the party animal.
Yeah.
Love to get wild, love to get loose, you know. But from Enrique, I learned a lot. You know, it was a great opportunity. Thank you, Enrique, so much to be able to travel the world with him or tour the world with him and watch him perform and see how he handles the crowd strategically every night.
Uh-huh.
And as far as myself, it's great because then after the shows or in the days off or whatever, you get to sit down, speak about what the next movement are, what's the next move, what record are we looking at, which, by the way, he already played me the next record that we're going to do together.
It's going to go off?
It's out of here.
Well, there you go. You heard that first.
Out of here. Produced by Red One, and it is out of here. They're going to love it. You guys are going to love the record.
Very quickly, and this question comes from my co-host, Emma, who couldn't be here today, unfortunately. She wants to know who chooses what you wear because you're always dressed impeccably. Do you do it yourself?
I mean, pretty much, yeah. There's someone that helps me with them, but we kind of put the outfits together. And I dress considered or I dress to modes. Like, okay, hey, let's do... a Miami Vice feel today. Let's do a Scarface feel today. Let's do a Carlito's Way today. Let's do a Casino. Yeah. So we flip it up like that, and then we look, like when we were on a little while ago. Right now we're on kind of like the Rat Pack Frank Sinatra feel with the bow tie on and things like that. Yeah. So I look at all those classy, very powerful images and then just apply it to mine. But being from Miami, a lot of that I grew up around watching. Like my father was very sharp. Right. My father was always just sharp, and all the guys – and I would say the guys in the neighborhood looked up to, your guys that were involved in extracurricular activities. Were always dressed sharp, always spoke well, just very dangerous.
Well, there you go. My dad wasn't dangerous, but he didn't dress well, and that's why I dress like this. We're going to do Getting to Know You. We're just going to ask you some questions that many people might not know. What was your first job?
My first job was I was about, about 8 years old, and I used to clean bird cages. In the neighborhood.
Got to clean the crap out of them.
Yeah. And I would save my money to go buy my own, G.I. Joes and things like that,
What do you never leave the house without?
I never leave the house without chapstick.
Okay. You get dry lips?
Yeah. No, it's just traveling all over the world. It messes around sometimes with your body. But it's actually Burt's Beeswax is the one I like.
Okay. All right. There we go. What about your ideal or perfect woman? What would that be?
My ideal perfect woman is I love a business look on a woman, which is like the pencil skirt, nice tucked-in shirt, nice stockings, beautiful heels, hair tied up a little bit. And you look at her, she's professional, she's powerful, but you know that deep inside she's an animal. And I love that.
Do you prefer to shower or bathe?
Shower.
Shower? Ultimate music collaboration.
Ultimate music collaboration? No. I didn't get a chance to do it, but it would be Celia Cruz. May she rest in peace. The Queen of Cuba.
There we go. We need to educate ourselves on that. What about a hidden talent? Have you got one that people would know about?
Yeah, I have an amazing tongue.
How can they find out about that?
How should I say? That would have to be a private event. Yeah. We'll call it Eyes Wide Shut.
Finally, best thing about being Pitbull?
Man, best thing about being Pitbull is just being able to educate myself, or just learning, man. To travel the world, I think, is the best form of form of education. Is the best university you can have, and it really allows you to appreciate everything that you have, endure, or come across, and no problem is a problem. It's just a situation, So I think that's the best thing of being Pitbull.
Well, there you go. And we'll welcome you back to Australia anytime. The album,
thank you so much.
Planet Pit, is out right now. Pitbull, thank you.
Thank you, my friend. And to everybody out there, thank you guys so much. Without you guys, there's no Pitbull, there's no movement, there's no nothing. So thank you for the support. Planet Pit album in stores right now. Get the Planet Pit iPad app, not the iPhone.
Oh, the iPad
Planet
app.
Pit. Yeah,
no, not iPhone? Why iPad, not iPhone?
iPad, because the iPad is the one that shows you everything that went down. iPhone, I don't know why they put out the iPhone one, to be honest with you.
Waste of time.
You get the iPad app, and then check out planetpit.com.
There we go. Pitbull, thanks, mate.
Thank you, my friend. Appreciate it.